Our next guest is a Grammy and Peabody Award-winning poet who's worked with the likes of Kanye West, JayZ, Common, Bob Dylan, and many more.
And now he hopes to inspire young people to live their dreams through his new memoir, Dear Father, Breaking the Cycle of Pain. Here with us right now is the hip-hop's favorite poet, J.Ivy. Welcome to Arise 360.
How you doing?
All right.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
And of course, a lot of us know you from the track that you did on Kanye's album, Never Let Me Down, with JayZ.
Yeah.
What was it like working with those two hip-hop powerhouses, and that actually got you the Grammy?
Yeah, it was incredible. It was like a dream come true. You know, when you start out with your purpose and your passion, and you look to do big things, you always dream of moments like this. So to actually be in it and living it and, you know, having a voice in it was, I mean, it was amazing, so surreal, you know.
Yeah, I bet.
That's pretty awesome. Now, you've also worked a lot on Russell Simmons' Def Poetry Jam, and that won you a Peabody Award. That's very prestigious. How did that moment feel to you when you won it?
Well, it was, I mean, the entire Def Poetry experience was absolutely amazing. It was such a beautiful platform and stage that Russell Simmons set up for poets to come from all over the world, all over the country, and you know, expand their audience and their voice. And it was just, the entire moment was transformative. It was uplifting. It was inspiring. It was, you know, it felt like, as a poet, it felt like I made it to the Olympics. You know, if I was a sprinter. I mean, that's the only way that I can really. So it was amazing.
You've got to tell us about the memoir, Dear Father, which you discussed growing up with an absentee father, how that impacted your life. What made you decide to write this book and put this out there?
Well, for me, I always tell people, if you don't deal with your emotions, one day your emotions are going to deal with you. And I found myself in this crossroad where my career was going well, but I was really hurt because my father, he was there when I was younger, then he wasn't, didn't see or hear from him for 10 years. And then he passed away a year and a half after we reconnected. He passed away. So I was going through this roller coaster of emotions, and I decided to write this poem or this letter called Dear Father, and I immediately felt this release and this weight just kind of fall off, you know. So when I began to share the story and to share the poem, you know, other people will experience that healing as well. So, you know, through the power of forgiveness, I decided to expand that story and tell it in full so people can, so we can heal together, you know.
Well, you know, some people have said that when a father is not present, a mother can play both father and mother. But how difficult was it for you personally to grow up without a father? I
mean, it's, you know, your father, that's the first example of manhood and what a man is supposed to be and look like. Thankfully, you know, I have an incredible mother. I had a lot of great male role models that helped guide me. You know, I had good friends with great fathers that, you know, they would step in, but it's still nothing like, you know, having your own father there to just, you know, just exchange conversation with and ideals and just get a sense of what life is about, especially as you come into manhood and adulthood. So, I mean, it was difficult, you know. There were a lot of times where I just really just wish he was there, you know, and because at the end of the day, time is really the most important thing. You just want to spend that time, you know, with your folks, so you know where you come from, so you can know where you're going.
You actually have a whole initiative behind Dear Father as well, where other people who have experienced the same thing can write letters. Tell us about that.
So it's called Dear Father Letters, and the website is dearfatherletters.com, and the theme is 1 million letters written, 1 million hearts healed. So we want to use the book Dear Father to inspire a million folks to write letters to their father, no matter if the relationship is good, bad, or ugly, no matter sex, race, age, you know, because there's a lot of pain that we tend to carry around and we don't cope with and deal with. So, you know, for me, writing and putting it on paper was the way to break through it. So we want to share that experience.
A healing experience.
And hopefully that will help break the cycle of pain,
Let's do it.
right?
Let's do it.
Well, you also live by the model that dreams don't come true, they are true. I love that. Explain that and how you make sure you live by that every day.
Man, for me, it's you know, people always say, you know, how did you make it, or, you know, how did you make your dream come true? And when I'm sitting even in a moment like this, I reflect back to every experience that led up to this one, you know. So everything has been a part of the dream, this dream that I'm creating, this world I'm creating. I'm a poet, and it's not often that you know, people get to say, you know, when people ask you what you do, and I'm like, I'm a poet. It's kind of odd to a lot of people, you know, to hear, you know. But I've been fortunate, been blessed, and I feel like every moment has been a part of this dream, and I'm looking forward to the next ones. Yeah.
That's great. And now we're going to get to experience your poetry. You're going to perform Dear Father, which inspired the book or was inspired by the book?
The book was inspired by the poem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's hear it.
All right. I forgave you. I forgave despite the fights, the tears, for all the years lost, wondering if I was loved. Sometimes all I needed was a call and a hug. I mean, understand that people break up and don't make up, and some relationships don't last forever, but why weren't we together? Mine could have found new man, but where was I go find new dad? Looking back, I wish would have begged me, pleaded my case, because I felt like I didn't matter, like I was deleted in the race. I would cry and still cry so much I get headaches. I try to get you off my mind, but I can't get you off of my face. I see you every time I see me, and I can't do nothing but ask God to bless me, expand my territory, place his hands on me, keep evil far away from me. I asked him to protect me like I wanted you to protect me from the bullies and the police. Now to protect my soul, I write poetry and release. And some say I'm a beast, but I'm just trying to find peace so I can pick up the pieces and be them falling apart. I shopped all over for love, and I end up with a lot of good items in my cart that help me pull out the dart and help me get out the dark, one being my art. But along the way, all of my decisions weren't so smart because my love was amputated. My life became complicated. My family, well, Dad, I don't know if you knew or not, but my sweet family became dysfunctional. I mean, I remember the past. I remember the good and the bad. I remember thinking, is this love false? I remember moving to the birds, my boys to place my love that was lost, and they would make me laugh and giggle. And my boy even taught me how to dribble so I could make the team, and I did. I thought that I would die without you, but Rome, Drake, Ike, Eric, and Todd made sure that I lived. It was never sad. They even gave me their dads. Mr. Kemp, Mr. Whitaker, Mr. Cross, Mr. Price became my dads, my cool daddies. But the little boy in me still wants his daddy badly. I feel like a scared little boy, afraid to become a man, but I think I'm ready. I think it's time. I think it's time to shine and get mine. I think it's time to shine and get mine so I can ease my mind, let my soul climb. I think it's time to stand as a man of my own too, just how you used to do before those demons started hunting you. Because all I'm going to do is make you and my proud. And I wonder if you are. I wonder if you know. I wonder if you know that God gave me a gift. I wonder if you know about the spirits that I live. I wonder if you know I touch people with my words. I wonder if you know that I inspire actions with my verbs. I wonder if you know that your baby boy in the show that aired for me to see on HBO, and that hard New York crowd that I didn't even know actually gave me a standing no. I know you're proud. I know you are, because I'm be the best just like you want to be. Watch and see. And just in case you can't, I'm going to scream it so loud that I shake the clouds and move them out the way of my sunshine, because that's what you are, Dad. J.Ivy Richardson, see you. Do you hear me? You are my sunshine. That's why I forgave you, because my love for you is still the same. It may go on through a transformation, but it never really changed. So I swear on my mama and on my name, I'm gonna stop this rain, conquer this pain, make sure that you did not die in vain. And when I get to heaven, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna jump in your arms. We go kick back like when I was little and watch the Bears game.
Wow.
Wow.
Very powerful.
That was amazing, very emotional.
Yeah, a lot of emotions, a lot of anger in there. Real quick, what advice would you give to someone who was in your shoes, who was experiencing that same pain that you had to grow up with? How can they get past that pain?
I would tell them that there's a lot of power in forgiveness. There's a lot of joy in it. I feel like that pain, it takes the place of that happiness that we often look for in life. So, you know, I think it's just good to eliminate it, deal with it, see it for what it is, accept it, accept the experiences, the lessons in it, and move on. I mean, life is only, you know, blink of an eye, so might as well enjoy it.
And what kind of place would you say you're in now?
I'm in a beautiful place. Yesterday was my birthday.
Oh,
you know,
birthday.
so,
Happy belated.
Yeah,
Happy belated Pisces like me.
Yeah, Pisces in the house. So yeah, I mean, I'm in a great place. You know, life is moving. Everything that I've set out to do, things are coming into fruition. New things are coming. You know.
New book.
A lot of beautiful things. You know, so I'm excited.
Well, we're happy you're in a better place, and congratulations on the book, Dear Father, available in bookstores now.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more Rise 360.